Morning, welcome to AM Sports here with me, Muftar Nabila Abdullahi. On Thursday, the Parliamentary Select Committee on Sports and Culture investigating the Ghana sports showing at the African Cup of Nations 2021 in Cameroon has described its meeting with Black Stars captain Ayew as cordial. According to a ranking member of the committee, Commander Mensa Ayew, the meeting was very, very helpful.
It was a very cordial meeting between the committee and the Black Star captain. It was actually a follow-up on the request by the Speaker of Parliament after I presented a statement on the floor of Parliament with regards to the outcome of the Cameroon, should I say, the AFCON. So that we have been at it for a while now. And so we met with every stakeholder. And today happened to be his turn, so he came. Say that a report that needed to be done properly, it's all about how best we get our industry going. It's not about any witch hunting. It's about probably getting something that will feed into policy and help build a strong, more formidable industry going forward. And so I think that is basically what it is. And so you would also recall that at the time maybe those statements were made on the floor, we were inching towards going on recess. And so not long after that, the House went on recess. So we've just returned, okay? So, and we are continuing what we've been doing. I mean, I think that is what it is. There hasn't been any change in that. There hasn't been any change.
Honorable, finally, who are you meeting next, and how soon do you think you can present a report to the House?
I don't think we will have to meet anyone except after the committee goes through the report, the draft copy and everything, and we think there's a need for those we invited to probably come back and clarify anything. Probably that might happen, but I'm not too sure. So it's for the entire committee to decide. And so that is what it is. So some draft copy, I believe, might be ready pretty soon. We will all begin to have copies and go through them. And if any particular member thinks that there's some need for some further, and better understanding or clarity brought on whatever was said earlier, and then we have no choice but to probably re-invite whoever. I mean, that might that the committee might think it's necessary to re-invite.
Maybe after investigating why the Black Stars have not performed in recent years, they should also be investigating the Black Starlets because they have also failed to reach the African Cup of Nations for the 6th time since 2001 after losing to Burkina Faso in the Waffle Zone B Under-17 tournament. It was the semi-final game. Kofi Bewa, a youth football expert, tells Joyce was the country is more focused on results rather than development.
I believe that, this is very, very easy. The government has a policy that states that, senior high school is free for all kids. They should join with the Ghana Education Service because when you are looking at the youth level, under 15 and under 17, these are children who should be in school. So when you have kids in school, you're able to organize inter-school competitions, galas, festivals as such, and we can see the developmental progress of these children. But when they decide to use stopgap measures, just like we saw, then we will also always get these results.
If you say stopgap measures, just as we saw, I'm a bit confused because if you take a look at the system of the Ghana Football Association, since 2015, they've had regional youth champions, specifically for U15 and U17. And under the Keto Kreko administration, they also rolled out the KGL Under-17 League, or more of a Champions League, to pick specific talents they think are good to feed into the youth system. Why is this still being described haphazard based on what you're just saying?
The reason I would say that is that when the people who are going on these trials or going on these regional training tours lack the technical expertise, obviously you would get these sort of results. Let me give you an example. Most of these programs were run on weekdays. And if you're looking for an under 17 child or an under 15 child to participate in an event, during a weekday, you would have to take permission from his schools. So a majority of the kids that participated were not in school.
So the FIFA World Cup and FIFA, in their efforts to increase global competitiveness, a team of experts are set to analyze every player for every second in and out of possession to create enhanced football intelligence metrics that will offer insights into the games during the FIFA World Cup in Qatar.